So what is connected solitude? What I mean by that is giving yourself the intentional space to be quiet and still with yourself, with your own internal experience. And as part of that, to connect more to yourself, to get to know yourself better, to become more intimate with yourself, and also to allow space, to allow capacity for real connection with other humans. So it's not alone, or it is alone, but it's not lonely. It's about developing a friendship or relationship with yourself, and also expanding that connection to others and the world. So in this video, I offer a basic mindfulness practice that it is about turning inward. And so what is mindfulness? Mindfulness really is simply the intentional, deliberate focus on present moment experience, being with whatever is arising in this moment. And as humans, we spend a lot of our time worried about the past, planning for the future, and there are real benefits from being in the here and now, the present moment. As humans, we also spend a lot of our time focusing on external stimuli, on doing, on fixing, on serving others, on being productive, on working, playing, going to school, all these things that have their time and place. And what we don't do is we don't spend enough time really deeply connecting with ourselves and our own internal experience. And there's great value in that experience. So what I offer here is a basic mindful meditation that begins with focusing on external stimuli, so on sounds, and then gently brings it inward to focus on breath. And why breath? Well, breath is one of the most important ways that we can tap into our own energetic states. We can regulate our own energy through our breath, and I see it as a life force that moves through us, almost like a superpower. So it's a great place to start a meditation practice is by tuning into breath. So I invite you to find your seat, and you can check out the videos on finding your seat and the 45-degree angle pose for some great options for how to find the foundation, so how to find a seat for beginning your meditation practice. So you can make your choice, finding a position that is comfortable, that is easeful, that allows you to stay present for a few minutes together. So if you're seated in a chair or perhaps on your couch, I invite you to find a stable grounding position for your feet on the floor or another object. You can kind of press your feet onto the ground, finding your roots. And if you're seated on the ground, perhaps in a cross-legged position like I am, you can begin by placing your hands on your upper legs and gently turning in. So turning, internally rotating the femur bone so that you can feel the head of the femur or the hip joint really rooting into the ground. Once again, creating a sense of grounding, of stability for your body. So we'll start with pressing down either through our feet or through our hips, feeling that sense of grounding, and then also rising up energetically from the base of the spine to the top of the head. So we're once rooted, grounded, and also expansive, energetic. And then finding the alignment in your own body, you might sort of gently draw up the pelvic floor, gently draw in the abdominal muscles, finding a little bit of engagement in the body. You might gently tuck your chin and draw your ears over your shoulders, finding the alignment of your spine. You might gently roll your shoulders back and slide your shoulder blades down your back. So allowing your shoulders to relax down your back, maybe spread wide across the back. So you're not straining or pulling them back. You're just kind of relaxing down. And then you can bring your hands to a comfortable position, either just resting in your lap or at your sides. maybe on your knees, and they can be turned palms down for a more grounded, rooted position, or perhaps turned up in a more receptive shape. Your choice here. And you can find a place to rest your gaze, perhaps kind of in front of you and towards the ground. Or you might close your eyes if that feels appropriate in this moment. And as you let go of visual input, of visual stimulation, notice what other kinds of sensations arise. In particular, I invite you to bring awareness to sound around you, starting by tuning into sound that's outside of your immediate space. So maybe you hear footsteps or voices. Maybe you hear birds, dogs barking, other animal noises. Maybe you hear traffic. Notice what you hear outside of your immediate space. And I invite you to allow each sound to enter your awareness and pass through without getting caught up in any particular sound. And see if you can remain open, curious about whatever you hear, as much as possible without trying to label it or judge it. Without trying to control it or fix it. Allowing each sound to enter your awareness. Again, as much as possible, letting go of judgments. I like this, I don't like this. Simply allowing each sound to come and go. Each sound to pass through your awareness, making space for the next one to arise. Notice if your mind starts to wander, you get caught up in thoughts about the past or the future, other things. You can just notice where your mind went and see if you can gently bring your attention back to your focus on sound in this moment. And I invite you to gently draw your attention inward, bringing awareness now to sounds that you hear in your immediate space. So maybe the sound of the air conditioning or the heating, maybe the buzzing of your computer or other electronics. Notice what you hear in your immediate space, sounds you hear close to you. And once again, see if you can observe sound without getting too caught up in any particular one, allowing each sound to move through your awareness. As one comes, the next one comes. As one goes, the next one comes. Then I invite you to gently bring your attention to the sound of your own breath. It might be a very small, subtle sound. See if you can find the sound of your own breath. And you don't need to make it bigger, louder. You don't need to create anything that isn't already there. See if you can bring your awareness to the small sound of your own breath. Then I invite you to start to observe the other sensations of your breath. So notice the feel of the air as it enters your nostrils, as it travels through your nose, down your throat, filling your lungs, and as it travels back out again. Take a moment to follow this pathway of air, this flow of air as it moves in and out of your body. The air may feel cool as you inhale, warmer as you exhale. You might notice a gentle expansion in your ribs with each inhale, contraction with each exhale. Maybe expansion and contraction around your belly, the sides of your body, the back of your body. Notice where in your body you experience your breath. Notice how your breath is showing up in this moment. See if you can allow each breath to come and go as your body naturally breathes in and out. No need to control it or fix it or do anything with it, other than simply observe, bear witness to your own breath. Your body knows just how to breathe every second, every minute, every hour of every day. And you can choose to take this moment to bear witness, to observe this amazing life-giving experience. As one breath leaves, make space for the next to come. Notice if your mind pulls you away, takes you down paths to the future, the past, somewhere else. See if you can just gently bring your focus back to your breath, following each inhale and each exhale. Taking in, letting go, expanding, contracting. You might choose to pause the video here, continuing to observe your breath for as long as you wish. Maybe set a timer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Continuing to bear witness to your breath, to really tune into your breath. Be your breathing for a moment. Or if you choose to close your meditation practice here, you can gently bring your awareness back to your body, noticing the feel of your feet on the ground, perhaps your hips on the ground, the experience of your body being held and supported. Maybe gently bringing some movement into your body, wiggling your toes, your fingers, and shrugging your shoulders, rolling your shoulders. You can start to picture the space you're in, the objects around you, as you take your time to gently lift your gaze or open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy this moment of connected solitude.